Welcome to Knowledge Base. Let us look at this question together. Our target is to find the area of the rectangle shown here. These are the measures of the sides of the rectangle. They are given in terms of x and y, which means for us to find the area, we need to know the value of x and y so that we can determine the length and the width of this rectangle. So in the first instance, let us form equations that will help us solve for x and y. For a rectangle, one of the lengths must be equal to the other length. Similarly, one of the width must be equal to the other width. If that is the case, we can equate this to form an equation, and we can also equate this to form another equation and solve both equations simultaneously. So that we now have 5x minus 10y plus 4 equal to 4x minus 4y plus 10. If that is the case, we have a linear equation. And if we equate this to this, we have another linear equation. So we can solve both simultaneously. Since we want to solve them simultaneously, and for a linear equation, it is best to put the variable on one side of the equation and put the constant on the other side. So we are going to take like terms here. Take the constants to the right and the variables to the left. If that is done, we have 5x minus 4x minus 10y. This negative 4y crosses over to become positive 4y equals, we have 14 here, plus 4 crosses over becomes minus 4. And that becomes 5x minus 4x is x, minus 10y plus 4y is minus 6y, 14 minus 4 is 10. Let's call this equation 1. In the same fashion, we are going to equate this to this because they must be equal for a rectangle. If that is the case, then 4x plus y minus 13 equals x minus 6y minus 8. Again, we collect like terms or rearrange all variables to the left, constant terms to the right, so that we have 4x minus x when this x crosses over, plus y plus 6y when this 6y crosses over, equals this 13 crosses over to become negative 13 crosses over to becomes 13, and we have minus 8. 4x minus x is 3x, y plus 6y is 7y, and that is equal to 5 because 13 minus 8 is 5. Let's call this equation 2. Now we have simultaneous linear equations, and we just need to solve both of them together. So let's bring them together. X minus 6y equals 10, equation 1. 3x plus 7y equals 5, equation 2. I want to solve this equation by substitution method. So, from equation 1, I want to make x subject of the formula. From equation 1, x will be equal to 10 plus 6y. 10, and this crosses over to become plus 6y. Let's call it equation 3. What we just need to do is to put the value of x into the second equation, which is equation 2. So if we substitute x in equation 3 into equation 2, we have 3, for equation 2, we have 3 into 10 plus 6y, because x is 10 plus 6y, plus 7y equals 5. Opening up the bracket, we have 30 plus 3 times 6, 18y plus 7y equals 5. Let's collect like terms. 18y plus 7y is 25y. If 30 crosses over, it becomes negative 30. So we have 25y equals 5 minus 30. That means 25y equals minus 25. Let's continue on the next page. 25y equals minus 25. So to obtain y, we divide both sides by 25. So that y will be equal to minus 25 all over 25, and that is equal to minus 1. Now we know the value of y. To obtain the value of x is very easy. We just put the value of y into one of those other equations. Let's put it into equation 3, where x equals 10 plus 6y. If we put minus 1 here, we have x equals 10 plus 6 into minus 1. 6 times minus 1 is minus 6, so we have x to be equal 10 minus 6, and that is 4. Now we know the value of x, we know the value of y. All we just need to do is to put the value of x and y into the length, one of the length expression of the length, and one of the expression of the width. So I'll pick 5x minus 10y plus 4 to put the values. So for the length, that will be equal to 5 bracket 4, because x is 4, minus 10 bracket minus 1, because y is minus 1, then plus 4, and that will give us 34. So the length is 34. If you also choose this expression and put the value of x and y, you will also get 34. For the width, let's pick this expression. So we have that the width will be equals to 4 because x is 4, minus 6 into minus 1 because y is minus 1, minus 8 equals 2 because 4 minus 6 minus 1 will give us 4 plus 6, and 6 minus 8 will give us, no, 4 plus 6 is 10, and 10 minus 8 gives us 2. So the length is 34, the width is 2. The area becomes length times width, and that is 34 times 2 to give us 68. So the answer to the question is 68. You can see that it's very simple and straightforward. If you understood this, then solve this simple simultaneous equation and put your answer in the comment section. Thank you for watching.